This is a typewriter. And believe it or not, once upon a time in the prison system, this was a valued and coveted item. If you had this, 9 times out of 10, you were serious about your law work, letter writing, or you just had a little bread to kick. And this was something that you could procure that signified value or wealth on the inside. But eventually, they were outlawed. An individual who had been, sentenced to lose his life one day did. He was put into the gas chamber unalived, and upon the correctional officers shaking down his cell or packing up his cell after he had lost his life, they found a letter that directed him to look inside of his typewriter, which he had had for years. He was also part of the Mecklenburg Six. If you get bored, look that up. Mecklenburg Six in Virginia. They escaped. It was crazy. But nonetheless, when they looked inside of his typewriter, what they found was, you know what's crazy about prison stories? A lot of times people probably think we're making things up, embellishing and all that. We're not. Prison is a crazy place where the wildest things happen that you guys probably wouldn't believe. And that's why it's important for those that are actually telling the stories from a true place to keep doing so. Anyways, back to regular scheduled programming. When they looked inside of his typewriter, they found a weapon inside. And not just a weapon, but a pew-pew. Something that could send projectiles at somebody. Something that there is no way in heck that somebody that's on a row awaiting to lose their life in a chamber should have access to. But somehow he was able to procure this, and he had it in the typewriter. What's scary about this, and you think about it in hindsight, he could have did a multitude of different things with that thing right there. He could have caused some real noise in the prison, if you catch my drift. But he didn't. And for some reason that we'll never know, instead, he left a letter directing the officers to find it in his typewriter. So yeah, that's why typewriters are outlawed in Commonwealth of Virginia prison system. And not to mention, people don't use them at all. They're probably in nowhere, but they may be somewhere in somebody's cell that's been doing time for an extended period of time and still grandfathered in. Moral of the story, stay free.